Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another episode of Pass and Move, your number one soccer podcast in the land. We've been saying, guys, for the longest of time. Now they now know which this is the number one podcast.
I think 5 levels, I think opening, I 40 years.
No age restriction. They now know. As you know, it's properly brought to you by Benaya Foods. As you can see, Namsha. Bampateli skipper side. You see the you see the product.
Ngakhala ke 10 kg last week wawele 50.
Nangama 10. Nansi 50.
Hayi ngamahle ngihambe la.
50. Nje bilingana lawe.
Angawona plan.
As I still with this file, but Benaya Foods, as you know,
the pins kabuhle.
Products are still coming. That's our partner right there. Benaya Foods. Guys, usithandazile look amazing.
Africa.
The show is happening next weekend. Weekend let's say Saturday.
Yeah, I saw that, guys. Is it poetry? Is it what?
Yeah, it's Pimbo Poetry Collection, 25 October.
Any ticket?
Yeah,
I'm a ticket. I say 3 hours for guys.
I'm gonna know elevator. I say pay.
I'm 3 for 2. Or 5 for 2.
No, guys, I'm craving for poetry. You know, I'm craving for spoken words.
Much Africa is quite good. I love powerful looks in projection. And she's just good.
So
word player it's one thing.
Saturday. So clear that. Make sure that Saturday is Africa has.
Alright.
Starting at 6 p.m. We are VIPs, bro.
Yeah.
We are VIP. It's about 10 bucks.
Alright.
VIP is going for 10 bucks.
Was I taking outfit?
We need to dress up. We skip as a pora.
It's about 10 bucks. Anyway, guys, hey, this week winning a lot has happened. A lot has happened. But let's first clear the Zimbabwe Namibia second leg fixed.
Wow.
Rene Morton. Zemura. Yeah.
That was my cry.
Those two guys.
For me, those guys played their heart out.
I even know Chamban, Uchamo Godfrey. God knows. Yes.
Umbrella.
Oh, yes.
Right pick.
No, the other Umrio. Chamban. Chamban.
God knows Umbrella. Who right pick?
I ain't right pick. The defender.
Who right pick?
Right pick.
Oh,
look who's a clown.
But who's Zemura, guys?
Zemura was like, I loved how second half coach shifter wamusa phambili wamdlalise free road. So when Divine came in, man.
And you're familiar with the pre-game. Actually, we're talking about this. Utu coach Miller movie was Zemura. I
more attacking.
That's the best way. And the second half, that's what happened. And Wakara fluidity.
That cross that he gave Prince,
yes,
was an expensive cross. It can't be just done by anyone.
But the Prince showed character.
The composure that Prince finishing. And the
thing is, Prince Gorilla and is identical from a previous game. The previous goal of Prince Warriors. He was tagged to back post. Easy, calm.
Against Algeria national sport.
Yeah. But that boy is a striker.
That
calmness in the box.
He plays for a big team in Africa.
And
he's scoring goals. I don't think we're fun.
I know. I'm saying it. Even a phone.
Yeah. I think it's time for Ilokuzen. It's time for this
Walter, he played his role again.
Walter,
yes.
Yes, that goal that he scored.
I believe Lana. So I wonder what he fluke, but
no. Those are all time Sona's goals.
And I was telling people
that those ones. He doesn't just score simple goals.
The problem they do not watch the Premiership enough. They do not watch
enough. They don't watch local league.
If you've seen my goals, Gamsona Manning, Ngama classic, and you have a child.
Yeah, you're a child.
I don't believe I'm going to complain of talents. Why you want to Kumla wabe Thailand Nigeria.
Exactly.
Free kick Nigeria it was just beautiful. Chomlo it 9 goals
even with them 8 balls is very good.
And it was mature also for Kama ukuthi amnika chai penalty.
Yes.
No, Ukama I think he had seen ukuthi yena is under pressure, especially the previous penalty that he had taken.
It was
a goal, but
Ukama vile nguyomela begqoka number 12. Irresponsibility njalo yabuya. Upita washa penalty A1. I think he scored like consecutive 20 penalties. A chai bottom left corner all the time with pace, with precision. Even who AFCON.
For Ukama, I think it was pressure. Right now, I feel like him coming into national team, we're expecting
too much
from him. So him getting that role, Esther Chaipenadan was under pressure.
And well, you see,
just that goalkeeper when I'm behind, I think he was beaten. Ukama ngocha alapha enhlohlile. Ekhanda lakhe he was already scored. That's why he went to right direction, but with no confidence.
With
no confidence. So he was telling himself exactly. So yeah, that's why he penalized. Otherwise, that's why he said, "Nana, mfana mitata this one."
Yeah, but that injury that was scary. I thought to come a concussion and all that because was Pino and look at Kanda in Tamo. It was dangerous play.
But I think Michael Nisi squad and he's got a great chance of qualifying to the nations.
Yeah, we just need a draw against
even two draws can win. Two draws can.
Calculator mnamfungi ibona.
We need 2 draws to take us through.
No, we are left with Kenya and Cameroon. So if we get a draw against Kenya
is out.
Kenya is out. Even Benga win against Namibia. It's shining a point.
Kenya is 6 points as well.
Cameroon versus qualified.
I think we've got a good chance of qualifying to the nation. Michael Nisi with the short time that he has been at the helm.
One thing I like about him, he was honest about the assessment yake in football. We assess my facilities are ridiculous. Are ridiculous. Well, Division 1.
Especially the central region and
even northern region,
the eastern region, southern region. We have like compared to
East.
Yeah, we are central region. Good Division 1.
And people are actually going after Michael Nisi and saying it doesn't respect the league. It doesn't.
No, sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves.
The truth is uncomfortable. And the uncomfortable truth, abafana vele kwesikhathi zathela ba trainer abadla. Sisikhuma nge-diet.
Bayadla but we are
esilabo dietitian
clubs ethu. And it's the truth. We need to his experience yakhe.
We are not even strict. Diet kuma clubs ethu.
Yeah. If you look at
but I think you can't be
strict. Wasuke Islanders say Cape United. What if you ngalo wathola izikhala bamfaka ku regime ye trick bamfaka fitness regime bamfaka diet wathintsha ngoba soccer star of the year it works it was strict over
yes but I'm saying you can't be strict mina ngiswela
siyaswela
yes plus you can't be strict ngiphuma lapha ngithole ungelami vele
I understand
sometimes okunye strictness it has to come from me as an athlete what do I need for myself. This other time I saw other players with Fizzy drink or peps going to camp in uniform and the doctor was there, wake up, the thing was there. But peps, you are going to camp, we are Laloxas, chai peps.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even know, maybe Urama acid. I remember when you made a miso. Goalkeeper kitchen acid are very tricky. Sometimes besides acid are very tricky. Uyakwazi ukuthi lawo right ubusushayile okuzeni ifizi yakho kumpana wena usekhempu abe tricky so usengena kulokuzeni ku pitch lapha uthi usegedini uzwe mani
Nah,
ukuthi
akusavuki.
Akusekho sharp.
uthi inyongo i-running ncengi into engayisiyo kathi no it's just
It died.
Ukhona umoya kwahlanza ukhipho wesense. I think if you remember the game, iZimbabwe Saints when was isiselo ku.
Yeah, into yabona ukuthi
Wahlanza amatembu umuntu.
Yeah,
Angitsheli manga, this is fact.
but it's a classic. But Kayel,
This is a fact.
Zimbabwe Saints ngiyanini. It's 20 years ago.
epepsaya
Yeah, bikhona all itarino. Ayisisekhona.
But
Yayingahamba.
all I'm saying is it died. Ku strict economy yethu. Even ama clubs engaze zami.
But once ukhangele-
wena usuke endlini sikuchayina ngebhenasa ukuthi bhenasa ukuthi beans. Understand? Wena ngeke awufunakala ukuthi udle beans.
Vele wena
phela ama-acid kazwani le-beans time
We understand. Lapha embuya yes, then uzogijima. Vele it's not healthy. Awukho sharp.
Yakhumbula
As an athlete, kumele-
Ronaldo azabuyele eManchester. Kuthiwa ama-players athi efika e-cafeteria abona day 1 i-tray kamjida. Wayibona day 2. Kuthiwa day 3 wonke umuntu eclub wayesitshintshile.
But even him, he spoke about it.
Yeah.
Even uRonaldo yakhuluma ngama-facilities eManchester United. Ubusucompare ngapha. Githi. Yabona vele thina vele sasekhajana in those things.
ama-facilities
He was complaining about facilities at Old Trafford. Imagine this side.
And into ebhowayo yabona ungakhayela ku-MSU ubona sithi kula bantu abenza u-food science o-diet what into ezinjena lani abala msebenzi abalani.
That's the thing.
And they're willing to work for experience abantu abaningi laba and we're not even engaging.
Those
We're
are
not
the
even
people that we
giving it
want
a
for our
thought.
football.
ukuthi they can volunteer.
They can volunteer.
Those are the people that we
Kana
want for our
sayenza
football.
volunteer like
Those are the people that we
siyakwazi
want for our
ukuvolunteer.
football.
Okay. So
But people can volunteer, graduate traineeship,
people can
attachment.
volunteer to get experience. So yeah.
Msebenzi ayikho.
we
Yeah,
need
those are
to
the people that we want for our
prioritize.
football. Moving on, guys. Eish, ziyakhala phezulu. Ziyakhala izifa committee ihlalile kuhle. Ihlalile izifa.
Ehlalile. Yahlala. Kule ndawo yama-5 levels.
I mean the constitution.
The amended
But yazi kule inqunu ilokuzeni session nala.
Constitution. Kulama clauses that
Ngithi iclose nala inekedi la.
yeah, nema 5 O levels.
Eh.
Also,
For me inekedi because kuthiwe 5 O levels or anything equivalent.
Okay, lo batch labana.
kulo anything equivalent.
Sengawele sithupha sami sokufuya inkukhu.
What's equivalent to 5 O levels?
What is it? Exactly uspecifiwanga phela
what's
ukuthi
equivalent
what
to
is
5 O levels?
equivalent.
I
to
think
5 O levels.
ngeke kumele kube is equivalent.
Hayi guys,
we can't
let
speculate.
me check
Manu
that.
ukuthi sacheka. There was a comment ka Rosemary Mkhatha about
If I follow
ishema 5 O levels.
Former players, it's time for them to
They enroll in night school.
night schools.
Now, what I've heard, what problem I've had with this committee look nayo. Ochomlaba bese 5. They always exhibit the same level of arrogance and disregard for izinto eziningi. Basic communication we go back to. That's not how you communicate.
Exactly.
Really, I felt like uthi khona itone yangikhona. Ayingazi indaba uthi itone yangikhona funny.
No, for me that was a necessary statement esikhulunywe laphana.
Because let's look at this. When at times even lokuzele mature entry. Even university le mature entry. I mean general ezinye izispano. Okunye nxa ukuba le experience that esikhuluma ngayo. You can actually get through a job via experience. You are promoted ngani experience over ama qualifications. Can you do the job? Have you done the job for you? Efana ukhalisi ngakhala umuntu njengoPeter. Because she mentioned former players, which means she's not talking about, which means ukhuluma ngoPeter lo alwesipunjira probably, right?
Those are former
But we're not
players.
so sure about these people. Asifundanga labo.
Besides ukufundela kufana.
Hayi but
Besides you've made a very valid point. If you are
Sometimes
experienced
together
enough, you qualify.
Yeah, because Peter has been.
We don't need
how many championships has he won in the Sundowns? Over 5.
He's won so many. We've lost count.
Lost count.
Lost count.
He has been administrator at Sundowns. He's been taking care of player welfare at Sundowns. The biggest brand in
Africa,
football,
one of African football. Yeah.
So in general, team run fluidly in Sundowns professionally. Peter by
would
virtue.
they have employed him if he wasn't capable?
Did they ask for 5 levels or did they ask for these things? But he has experience 20 years in the Premiership, 20 years in the best player welfare, running structure. FA is one of the best run leagues in the world. It's the most richest league in the world. So in general, experience 20 years FA, ngakwanisa ukubuya zaba umpresident ngoba kala 5 O levels ezizimseki.
Ama-close kanjalo mina
For me, I don't really mind ilokuzeni the thing here 5 O levels.
Hayi buhle.
Listen. Listen.
This is
But
football we're talking about.
for me, it would have made sense if you say ilokuzeni qualification. You have like sport admin qualification of some sort,
Yes.
certificates of some sort.
That I can understand.
They football
That I can
related
understand.
Or sport.
or sport. So
That I
I
can
think
understand.
that's why I'm saying maybe we are over reacting. Probably or any equivalent.
But
It's
Let's
relating
try and
to
get to the bottom
those.
of
But now,
Because I know what if I conduct ama courses for former players, what UEFA is those.
With admin
I know a
items,
couple
yes.
of players who have done those courses, right? And those courses are not even easy, guys. Are not easy.
afuni 5 O levels twice.
Uyabala uzukuthi lapha ya I'm back to university la. And then I think those certificates are the ones that are saying angaba equivalent. Maybe we're just overreacting without.
I've got something. At least 5 ordinary level passes will now be required for anyone vying for the Zimbabwe Football Association presidents following a new amendment passed unanimously at the zifa annual general meeting in Harare.
But look at this.
No, I
The move which could disqualify several hopefuls.
I see your statements as zifa. Le press analysis.
So ukuthi document lakho nandalo, guys.
Asaliboni kanti.
Angisaliboni ukuthi
We need the because you know why I'm saying so.
Because but document lakho it says ukuthi with something equivalent.
What's equivalent to 5 O levels?
Of course, I saw stupid so lokuza.
Yes, what's equivalent to 5 O levels?
What it could be equivalent?
If they say it's mandatory.
Tertiary.
What they say once they say it's mandatory, guys, they mean you must have the 5 O levels.
Yeah, but I think the theology O levels span.
That's something different.
Yes.
No, that's why I'm saying okay into ibekwe yaba naked.
It's vague.
And because I will specify what equivalent. And so who is going to specify that? I can come the certificate say agriculture. This is ilokuzeni proof yokuthi I can read, I can write,
I can administer,
right? This is equivalent and basic education. So this is my proof. I can read, I have a certificate. Nance.
But let's look at it this way. If it was for a permanent job as zifa, director of coaching, director of development, director of something, and I feel in those spaces that's where we need those funny.
Director of coaching.
I 5 levels. I mean, that's where we look at academic, really.
Director of coaching. Hi guys,
you're not getting my point. You are listening to the wrong part of my statement. If it was those positions and because Kailama qualifications are you understand?
Okay.
I'm calling O level, educational qualifications to uyenzile izinto ezihambelana nomsebenzi oyenzayo. Ngoba unziva president, I do not think it needs most of these things. You are not the administrator, you are not the person who does the day-to-day running of his zifa. It's more of a political
you are more of an overseer.
Awula msebenzi. Awula report uyibhalayo. Awula.
No, but the concern is that a point whereby you are going for FIFA meetings, right? The presidents of affairs are meeting, and there is a document that you guys need to read, and you have to be able to read about documents.
You read documents, but you have a legal secretary who's supposed to read interpret those documents. You've got the administrator or department who reads those things.
So, any issue also obviously. But kumele la ukuthi ukwanise ukucommunicate nabanye.
Yeah, but
because let's
look at the candidates.
Analyze yes, that's what I'm getting to. Analyze because one, Prophet Walter Magaya is an aspiring candidate, although abaga formally
declared.
They've been formally declared. we've got also Peter Ndlovu. I want to, but they're throwing
Alois Punjira.
They're throwing his name in there. We've got Alois Punjira. But this
Marshall
to name
Gore,
just a few. There's also lo Ramawana lo keep certificate.
Machana.
Asemkamba. Utho ngumazotsi. Uhlo keep certificate wathi I can share.
Kulo muntu okhipha certificate.
Kulo muntu on his behalf.
Because I've seen a copy of that certificate esa 2015 esinama results afana naye. So I'm not so sure ngesakhe allegedly.
Yes, that's the right.
Kulo muntu okhipha statement. That post phela it happened even ngathi singachecka ku page le team yabo.
Liku team yabo le.
Enale green and
manje ngaku team yabo. Sesikhipha legend.
So we understand what I'm saying. Uthi abantu bathi sebe analyze into le but this constitution is trying to block certain people.
Former players mostly because
they know ukuthi buhle abantu bebhora abaningi they don't have 5 O levels. But
I would disagree.
Then why would a councillor say our former players should start having our O levels so that they compete?
That was a reckless statement, to be honest.
That was the point.
That was a reckless statement.
There's that analyst also, Kuluma Kakudu Facebook, keep it what there is a loophole in that constitution because they also say at least 5 years of football administration
3 years says Bob.
Then 40 years and above in age, residing in the country for the past 3 years. Then if I have O levels or anything equivalent, like a diploma certificate, degrees and anything equivalent. That's what we're saying.
Exactly.
That's what
I'm saying. What I was specifying, what it degree is it honorary?
That's the loophole.
Is it?
That's the loophole.
My university niga ukuthi doctor of gossip. I can produce my
that's why I tell now kunje so nge-certificates akhe se-theology you can
qualify. Then says my players. You know what our former players mostly they don't have.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They only qualify on age.
Ukuthi lokho zeni uPeter Ndlovu eze America kayenzanga lokho.
Uthi azange yenze GCSE because when there as a teenager.
Mina personally I can't comment on ama qualifications that he have and what that
doesn't. Same as Umagaya, we didn't go.
Our statement is
official statement.
One,
but we all know ukuthi
asihambanga la esikolo guys. Two, lapho sahlala khona ebenchini lakhe bhala azange sahlala la esifoni. Two asithi esamaki ama exam lokhu zeni papers zakhe. Sabona umuntu upasiwe akapasanga. So for us to assume what someone doesn't have,
but your point that you made, as long as they say equivalent,
but as long
diploma certificate, degrees and anything equivalent.
Anything equivalent can be.
That's a big loophole.
Certificate something is online that has to do with sport administration. I can use it. It's something equivalent because I'm chasing a sport.
Yeah. But my biggest problem is we are not discriminating according to gender, sex, and sexual orientation, but you're discriminating according to age. Where's the balance in that?
We've got that Islander CEO at 30.
Ronnie was what? Was CEO at 31. But so Ronnie now has to wait 8 years.
Even though he qualified.
He has to wait 8 years. It is 2-3 years experience as a CEO at the highest level, the biggest club in
Zimbabwe. That doesn't make sense.
8 years. But anyone with any sexual orientation, anyone with any gender and everything else can qualify. When it comes to sex and gender, we don't discriminate. But age, so even though life expectancy in Zimbabwe is somewhere around 35 years old. So in 40 years.
They must scrap that. They must scrap that clause.
No. At the same time, when you're speaking about that, look at the people that are sitting and making those decisions. Their age group.
I'm
saying their age group. Look at the age group. Exactly. So they'll put something that suits them. So I'm challenging young people to start penetrating here kuma levels or division 1. Awuhambe la wengena ube nguchairman weclub. That's a lokuzeni a stepping stone.
Hayi, wonke umazothi efikile 40.
Oh. Mkhokheli.
Wonke umazothi.
How old? I'm not sure.
I don't know how old it is.
I'm not sure.
It sounds young.
Because if they put
Why it sounds young?
I don't tell you 9 years, come on. To start with, and the way he talks and the way he says stuff.
You might have decided to
makes
make
him sound
babies late.
Yeah, maybe. But it makes
it
him
happens.
sound.
So I think
drama,
young
22
people,
there.
we should like start penetrating women clubs and become counselors at our what?
Young age.
age.
But
You
you
get the
can
experience.
we need to start youthifying even our clubs. Ngiyakhumbula sesikhuluma topic youthifying. So that we are represented up there in terms of decision making. Because someone who is above 40 will make a decision that suits him and
his peers or her
peers that are over 40. But when or under, you consider your peers, so, right? So it's about that.
That's why we don't have a junior policy active,
That's why
vibrant.
That's why
because
even they didn't put a junior league
because
those are the things that should be there in the constitution. Not in those about
because we don't have people who think
represent or who
for
represent
the young people.
Yes.
That's interesting. How old is Lana?
But mina chegan.
I was seeing a picture njengakhaya lama faces with her.
Mina into ngikhala ngayo kakhulu yakwazi is the former players. Former players must start being active and bezama ungena kuma administrative roles.
Yes.
But if Faz is doing well, Faz is, at least kuze kwaba le same sense of organization. So ungcono.
Yeah.
And they're looking after our players and it should transcend to
No, they shouldn't focus on their organization
only.
They should get, we need to see who area disbanded. A retired islanders that I'm going for chairmanship.
Yes.
Yes. We need to see that. We need to see. I want to buy a life membership card because next 4 years I want to contest.
Committee member.
But very proper.
Waiting for commitment.
But very proper. What are the presidential candidates besides the three that we named?
I want to have a problem is if we don't even know.
No
one has put up.
No one is declared as of yet. We just have rumors and people that we wish they can contest. So far, maybe that have been raised. Ellen Chiwenga was interested, but with that clause, which you have to be residing in the country for 3 years. Already input out umbone khala sibili upostile ku social media sithi so because I'm not staying in Zimbabwe, I'm not qualified, something like that.
Ngabantu abaziprotectayo
yabona ama close lawo bhada yakho sharp.
They are protecting themselves from former players,
guys, come on,
because they know about our O-levels abaningi. They're protecting themselves from outside. You have to be in Zimbabwe for 3 years.
So Ellen Chiwenga was interested, Wangu Mazode was interested
or is
Ugore
Marshall Gore ZFL Umachana mbone ufilm Umachana is coming, who was with the Kamambo. Exactly. Who was
interested?
Yes, I heard he's interested.
Peter
Ndlovu
is interested.
I don't know if he's interested or it's us just throwing his name.
But he could be a good candidate for the football loving fraternity.
Yes, then there is Prophet Walter Magaya. He hasn't declared as well. We have Ukweza, the Northern Region Chairman. I heard that he's interested. We have
any ladies?
Andy watches.
Ladies was Ellen.
She's the only one.
She's an agent. Football agent.
Then there is ole partnership le Singapore Punjab. Brighton. I heard is interested as well. So those are names that
people are throwing in there.
Inkinga yokuthi wavota esikhathesile akwazithi ngobani.
Abavotayo.
Anti ama councillors.
Abaziwa.
Yeah.
Uthi ngobani?
Yeah.
No, we know the councillors.
Ngobani bonke bonke.
Ama chairman ama clubs. Ku division 1 kuhamba ngakhi for.
I think they should be 60 if I'm not.
Something like 22, I think.
for the zifa presidency. My vote.
That's what 22.
I should be 60 councillors. I mean.
No, it could have 48 plus.
It should be 60.
8
It should be 60. It
plus
should be
2.
60.
Somewhere there. 60.
It should be 60. Yeah.
Then in women's football, we are the 16.
It should be.
Alright.
In Premier League, we are the 18.
Southern Region League.
It should be
Then
60.
in Southern Region,
Those are the people who vote.
yeah, or Division 1, I think we are.
They should have our interest
councillors or something.
when voting.
I want abasabisayo wona lawa ama-candidate awala problem.
Yo,
So those are the decision makers, and those are
we're
the ones
hoping.
that are going to shape our football.
We're hoping and we're just hopeful ukuthi
Wona silama numbers lama stations but asilama
ukuthi bekhangele nje those clauses going forward
Hayi, look, vele wathi
respect
ukhuluma
for our
uthi-
football.
yeah because
moving on.
ngabantu aba protected their own locals their
Moving on,
their own
hey.
level.
Guys, liyabona nje okwenzakala northern region
The league.
league ngapha kulama corruption cases ngabe ke game lana edlalwe yilokhu
Hey, I think the issue of money, guys, in our football has caused so many things. That's why I was saying. Someone was saying, yabona into eyenzakala northern region. Into eza if ukhweza happens to say I'm contesting, it's spoiling his CV. Because all along he has been running, the region smoothly, clean. But this season, there's so many things that are happening. That Karoi game being given to Scotland and stuff.
It's called osibili game
Yeah, so
game in
I think
Training.
it was given to
Scotland
Scotland.
which one
Yeah, about
90.
We draw
1-1.
1-1 at item at 90 minutes.
So ref wow.
so many things
But it wasn't
I
the
think
fault
that-
ye opposition team.
Exactly. So
when ipoint wayenza lana embinga ubuhle
Aye.
kakhuluma
Yeah, lana-
imagine sokule Scotland kule Simba Bora kube lama platinum teams
Ala ngcono these days. Kube rentals le yada
Yeah.
le wangumazwotsi.
but iyada
Hayi,
if they could have been
iyada
doing that ngabe kunamba
Ngabadala
dala
Yeah,
yathatha
yeah, alright.
ngaba fight
Ngaba
related
every
ngabe dala yathatha iyada ayikho
They
kodwa.
I wonder why ifake yada ifake into eyi-one.
they respect football, those ones.
iyada ayikho
Awungayiprotecta lapha but i-taint yokuba lo Scott somewhere in the mix.
yes kanje is part of is part
So manje kule nkinga thina wethu Scott asikwazi umsebenza then.
Peter Prince ngeka
Peter
Scott
Prince lana.
iPeter Prince ka Scott la ikhona kwayile
ikhona
kwayile.
kuyada ikhona kwayile
ikhona kwayile
Vele kwenzeka kanjani khona?
ikhona kwayile
Hayi kwalenda ayikho.
But guys,
mzethu angela Scott.
ubonile i-team le suspend I think 5 players
Iyadlala le Scotland.
edlala eScotland
yes
i-7-0
inoton community
enotoni manje the northern region kuyafiwa
and ngibona sokulesinye story sesibunjwa kuthiwa imozi yabhadala inotoni ukuthi must like how do you pay ilokuzeni i-RNL movers
Ukuthi ekudla.
ukuthi ekudli
I-Dynamos.
not i-Dynamos i-Dynamos iyachayeka lana
Uthi
ukuthi
vele iyadlala le Simba Bora le.
ukuthi iyedlala iyedla isimba bhora ewazanayo
Ewazanayo.
it's impossible.
Oh, the story lethi sithi khona inoton, inoton. Never camps but it was camping.
Inoton yedlala
Eyidlala le Scotland sorry. Eyidlala le Moz. Team eyidlala le Moz yayingazi campi. Yathi siyadlala le Moz yabe camper for the first time. It was actually the team lana yalana. Actually, let's be factual. This statement is when allegedly talking about Golden Eagles and
Golden Eagles.
camper. There's another team futhi ayidlala Scotland.
idlala le Moz
Ziyade zidlala le Moz. Yizo
idlala le
zizicamper.
Moz,
But zazingacampi before team zankhona before the game.
kule inye futhi i-team I think ibisebenza ibe-ground ode besebenza army something
Zasebeyitshintsha i-ground.
sebeyitshintshile igame yakho sidlalele Ruvaro
Hayi, but that one I understand.
Ama-allegations ayavela.
Besides allegations, right now when currently Scotland attracts a crowd, guys.
Enkulu.
When it comes to lokuzeni
when it's playing
when it's playing, ithuba even if you charge a game, you're going to come. Right?
so it's now the issue of money
Even right now, Google Bulawayo la, ichicken i-home ground yayo iluveve
Luveve,
arenal bulayichis home ground iluveve
Luveve.
but bona nxa be-home bedlala i-Highlanders
Bashift,
basebe-CBF why they're looking at the numbers so that one hayi
It's understandable.
singafaki
but the problem abona nanti singasikhi main point is not a specific game or main point is a trend that they were trying to come up with. I'm not saying the trend is right or the trend is wrong, but the
Things
trend
that are
is
happening
interesting.
now.
Yeah, it's
interesting.
interesting.
It's not
but
like it's
that one I didn't find it weird because I've seen it happen.
Yeah, but I'm
right now RNL home ground but they were hosting it Dynamos. They chose EPF.
Look, it makes sense. Look, but the point is, it changed in Aliana and it becomes worrying. Of course, ngabe we justified. But nxa sokulandelwa ngezinye izinto ezinye ezinganzi idodge phezulu. So kazukuyenza ukuthi sibhadala lapha
no,
even if ungela lutho. Abantu babekwazi ukukempa but game play is very big. We have to camp. So kuthiwa indaba sebekempa sebedlala.
Yes, true.
No, Imos just have to win all their games in
Japan. Bachane lokuningi.
How many games left?
I think 4
ngapha la ngale
4 5.
It should be 4.
Yeah, it should be less. Always 7. Last time because
Mele sifake ilihlo and look into that.
I know the
look into
that samele le game le yathi ngananzela ukuthi result le liphumile le urefa cha lipora walala phansi.
Yeah, I think they gave
they
that's not supposed to happen.
They gave them 3 points.
Yeah, phile kale kwa
uyaphila mdala
okunye
okunye kazi kufana le game lane kufana lokho kwechibuku lokho where do you appeal
but uchibuku wala appeal amakuthombeni rules atsho njalo
so sometimes asikwazi ukuthi ama rules eno region
athini yabona okunye vele kuyabe sokunzima
but uref nxa yewile madoda sesilose igame ngoba uref wile
ingxenye watshaya ifeni or watshaya iplayer le
uref uthiwa watshaya lipora wahlala phansi report yakhe njani
bese ngikhohle kulokhuzeni ama-chan games yabo ya ama-chan
and ama fixtures are out
we're playing eSwatini ama-chan qualifiers the first leg iZimbabwe yabe home ayedi uthi home away home they will be using I heard that they will be using Obedi Chilume the Francis Town then the second leg by South Africa the Eswatini is one that will be home
home away
kana ubona iyatrend phela kulokhuzeni kuma socials talk why is Zimbabwe using South Africa but hayi thina what the static chairman
static chairman plays where you want
we use any stadium
region is ours you know with Warriors we went to play South Africa kumachani we decide okay mana siye Botswana singahamba eZambia futhi lokhuzeni
static chairman we use any stadium
static region
Michael Nice is wrong. We have stadiums.
Wrong, Michael Nice because Sadak region is ours. It's a country. We choose where to play.
But on a serious note, Michael Nice Sushab. On a serious note, we need to have proper stadium.
Now sizabona ku-Chan sisenza ama local players how is going to select his
selection. But when he was coming to Zimbabwe as a coach of Zimbabwe, wayengakwazi crisis eZimbabwe.
You knew
when ungambuza an honest opinion about what do you think about football in Zimbabwe, I'll tell you
an honest opinion.
You can always go ecompany sihambe emacompany angabhadaliyo sesikwazi awabhadali
but uhambe
ayibhadali but ngeke ngifuna imali yami
so you're saying about this selection
we'll see selection yakutihamba njani but I think
uhamba selective kubulawa mina ngambona
I don't think so will
sukambona kubulawa
angamboni
because last time ama games ahamba engawe Harare wonke
angamboni kobulawayo
kadaba kwamanje wabuya uhamba 3 division 1
ukuthi bukuliyana yena le Highlanders lokuzeni wayekhona wazana wayekhona
so wahle wayadlala South for the round of fixtures
so we don't know but what I had
yes and correct but as my point is as a national team coach you have to watch the biggest teams.
But I think that's the reason why he decided to go and watch Highlanders in Singapore.
Because umele player if he's playing away and he's playing home ukuthi lo ngakwanisa kumsebenza because ungacheck Yeah, le ndawo ayibukele beef.
ngakabukela ibhora lezimbabwe.
You understand? Yabonga ngabe le feel Zim football.
Yeah.
If you haven't come to
so yeah, but I think each time that he got akala skhathi. He has been up and down.
Two in the last
Two kade so mele ibizi chance squad.
ngawula ama games.
First game mhla 27.
mana simnika benefit of the doubt.
Now he has to call his squad now.
Kathesi
Because it's what called the squad last week.
Yeah, I said akasibizi. Amepence with all this happening usazo 22
yeah, isquad lesiza determine kimi ukuthi umcoach onjani because
but I heard that he wants to focus on the under 23s.
That's a good
yeah.
move.
So he's got Gambia captain.
That's a good move.
So I think we'll see Prince Ndlovu being thrown in there. Onjabu we'll see them being thrown there.
That would be a good move, even if we lose to Eswatini, but for the experience of the boys, that would be a good move. Yeah, because I'm worried about our junior football guys.
They don't get enough games.
We don't have actually it's not what Asila. We don't have a continuation
from 20
from under 15 to under 17 to under 20 to under 23. We don't have a continuation. Umntwana singambona thesade bedlala ama under 15 eNamibia. Next year so ubizwa ama under 17. We won't see those kids. So we change so ama new faces. So we lack a continuation. Ama under 23 Prince banawe sibabona bedlala manje labo Enoch. In next 3-4 years, 5 years, we won't see them kuma under 23 or national team.
You know where my problem
is?
You know where my problem is? Why in not even singazosibele national junior league. Ungathola even ama juniors la asiwabona akula structure. Baphonga udlala nje esonto ekhangelwa ukuthi you can have coaches coming down to back in the days mtala we knew ukuthi there was Ibulawayo province zifa region yama juniors
ikhona la kathesi
but
iphelile Zebras Revolution iwinile kuma under 17 championship
asonto
winile kuma
under ndawe ngibese cup format.
I think they playing
Look you away.
But ayisekho junior
yenza
but ayisekho yabona ipoint yamekhona wezothoka lo pool A there's some funny
ama under 13 kuwini chicken in I think
15 Islanders
there's some funny things that are happening ezothoka lo pool A
so cup format some sort
and asezothoka ikati bhako wephumula akusikho lokho ukuthi sasikwazi ukuthi isikhulula. You know, there's Saints, there's Islanders, there's
what they do.
Restars,
What they do, for instance, Highlanders, juniors, bedlala le Zebra Revolution, Zebra home. I'm under 17, 15, 13. Bonke ba bedlala le Zebra Revolution. Ziqale kuseni ngo9
lokho vele
ngo9 kudlala ama under 13 ngo11 kudlala ama 15 then ngo1 sokudlala ama 17 then nxa is Highlanders home izibra yakuya le team zayo
vele kunjalo
bezodlala
I think post COVID is getting better.
For me, what he really like ilokuzeni junior football was COVID year affect ibhora lethu vele Zimbabwe. Kulabanye abantwana who skipped stage se development during COVID. While under 15 wahlala 2 seasons engadlali. Ithe ibhora liphenduka. Ade ngasa qualify ku under 15 bese kumele under ku
20 ngakwazi
meaning ukuthi ku under 17 akasadlalanga lapha useyeqila development stage naliyana
because with junior football you can go far guys
so I think that's what really affects
so labo chumla aba campaign belungisa junior football
dala le organization ethe bhola lokuhlala sibani
and our women's football guys we need ilokuzeni ama juniors ku women's football
proper. This is what I'm saying. We need
into yethu ngilanda yina le uthi I problem yethu sihlala sibaniwe sihlala silama issues lawo ama-grant eFIFA yiyo ayenza amalokuzini la afunda izinto lezi for izifa ama-development. Ungakhumbula even from back in the day even ngama-2000s ngama-grants ayi-5.
So let's get
kuthiwa in FIFA Go project.
it was
Kudala ngesikhathi
but FIFA Gold I think yengama-ground labo luve
but yiyo phela ayengena lawo ma-juniors.
No, yathi kule
ifunding wayeku-FIFA lapha.
Yathi ifunding okumele iFIFA release ifunding nxa ku-10 iyalinika i-target ukuthi mali sithi lina lilama juniors sifuna ukuthi ngeye kube ama juniors nama under 15 adlala ama international games international matches maybe by 4 then we can release the funding.
But nas organize
we need ibe le squad say under 17 who play ama international games every 4
we need those
we release the funding. And if you don't do that, then akula funding ebuya.
So I think
you are telling FIFA ukuthi you don't have juniors.
I think what's best is to get zifa working on, then we see ukuthi ngumsebenzi wawo
all these things
committee lokwana kuphele, then things start getting into places.
Speaking
about women's football, speaking about women's football, usithethelele isquad sakhe sesilungisile sesiphelele. I think they are going to
they're traveling to good squad actually. They are traveling tomorrow. Yeah, she selected a good squad. Though I saw abantu complain about Rutonde Makore ukuthi they were not called or Immaculate Msipa. But if you look at squad the only senior player lapha I think ambizile usengathi sekhulile ngulokuzeni umabe. The rest it's a youthful squad. She's now building a squad for the future. So someone was
4 from Royals.
No, kule one. Ongele
uphezulu. Teams you expect, the army teams. Definitely.
So they've got about 5 under 18, under 20 players.
Which that's the one I saw. They're speaking upon. I think it's the 4 abancane.
Under 20.
Yes, it's a good move.
It's a good move. It helps us. Anyway. It helps us ukuthi sibe le squad for the future. Because if we keep on relying on Orutendo Makore labo Immaculate Msipa, we will never develop these young
players. Especially uKhosafa nxa sisiya ku-AFCON sisiya kuma-Olympics asela pool yama-players competition.
For me that's best squad because I privilege ukuthi like we follow women's football this season properly follow it. And I think she picked the best squad.
Actually, I mean, even the teams you mentioned before going to the tournament, the favorites. Mwakaila contribution yabo to the squad. Proportional. Would you respect Rhinos Queens?
Correctional, Chapungu, correctional
Queens.
Black Rhinos.
But very looking as a coach. That's why I wanted. That's why I wanted even we wanted a women's football. CV.
Yeah, she's more qualified than most female coaches.
And Cholochi ngena kwakunguye.
She was. I think when assistant.
Well, coach.
So assistant.
Ule cafe wangikhona ufunakalayo futhi. So you can tell the times.
She's very much.
I think that's one position right. She's a domestic coach. She's familiar with the game.
Yeah, ule cafe, German.
She's very qualified.
Pro whatever.
And speaking of Ulukuzeni, did you see the technical team is all female?
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Which is
beautiful.
I saw many men were complaining. So it's fun kuma games and then later start fun stuff like that.
Always find such but ngiyambuza ngiyakutshela uTuts lo Quinji yoma player ama coach ayilenda ukuthi sinasiya wona league.
Mina very vandobuhle. I always question amadoda afunani women's football kulabantu wa qualified kulabafazi wa qualified for the longest of time nebesa men's football asasibona abafazi
liyasivalela ku-women's football.
amadoda adingane abafazi.
So the argument of someone was saying ukuthi ku men's football libhizi la fighter lifuna ukuthi silifake but ikini ngapha liyas exclude ngapha lifuna inclusion but my argument was in Zimbabwe we are still in process of gender equality asikafiki kiyo ngisho right sisaku inclusiveness stage ukuthi we were just being included nje asikabi equal ukuthi we can say equal especially ku football asikafiki ku stage you find a team ivalela umedic ongufazi ukuthi engangena dressing room
I think
ungakhempi ungathini hayi wena uyahamba labo coach laba awungeni ebhasini abafana sisakhatshana so having a all women a technical team it gives them even experience
that's 100%.
It gives them experience
should be like that.
When they're elevating to this end or more competitive corner they can easily adapt.
Very should be like women's football must be run
and coached
ngabafazi through because emadodeni is all male very for the longest of time. So abafazi nxa be qualified on merit let them be run into kumele amadoda so sibe le problem lana uzothiwa like what happened last time uzothiwa coach sebambe hayi lokho akufunakala yabona khathesi abafazi can easily concentrate eboreni bekwathi akula into ezinye abuse what lokho akabe kuphandle understand mina vele abafazi abacoach uyafika indoda amadoda kuyibo abacoach abafazi but kulabafazi wa qualified
njengoba uQuinji bro
hayi sebevalwa phandle nasebafazini akufunakali
lokho but andikhuluma kuhle ngiyayivuma le when it comes to equality at the end of the day
it comes to equality
karese awumelanga kuncengo it has to be a radical approach abafazi abahlale kube all women kulungiswe iexperience itholakale but mina vele engifuna ukubona at the end of the day as abantu uzibona society to still far every time ngathi uQuinji kuyasothi hey uQuinji ngeDynamos hey uQuinji hayi madoda awula umuntu oyalayo uthi ama qualifications ayiwo hey so yabacoach nje namadoda come on guys 2024 umanager wabafazi emsebenzini oyasebenza yiyo bangayi
vele amela sikhuluma khona lo
male players listen better to a woman than that's the honest
in the next 10 years
they respect women thatha uQuinji umfake ku Highlanders
ubone
ukuthi uze kuthiwa obani bayadelela ubonke baqonda nje
because right now we should not be struggling sidinga assistant coach abahluphayo sidinga assistant coach abangela ama cafe assistant coach usimele bancengise ukuhlala ebenchini
when we qualified
people are qualified na njengami uQuinji zambula next 10 years I'll make sure to Quinji is the coach of Highlanders either first team coach or
let's give you a chance
ayawutshela because we do not have the men who are qualified.
Let's give you a chance
then we are still working
the national team
those lame items
very uQuinji must be given enough time to build what she wants to build.
But I think she
but just to put ilokuzeni issue yakhe naleya I remember this other day I was watching it was a division 1 team abafazi umntwana washaya ibhora eveleni like lamshaya sibilo kuzwana
obuhlungu
umntwana walala phansi wathi technical bench yoke ongamadoda
you understand
then the captain had to play the medic part
but in the professional setup my guy
of assisting
in the professional setup I don't think it matters to medic into tambo umfazi
no sometimes it really matters because when ungasafika lapha uthi ushayi
so kubuya ama case
ama allegations
not ama allegations at times as such umuntu oyindoda kulaba abantu vela balemizwa yabeseduze
ngeke sikuvalele
but lapho hayi even udoctor
ugayina bra
undoda yabelethisa mama ithi nxa sokubuya kwendabeni lezi so ufunika ama pro
no but I understand even udoctor sometimes labe ku ward so roomini aku attend what but then that's a public space son silama camera silandani vele lathi sabe street ukuthi ulibotoza njani
what I'm thinking
yabona
that's one kuhle
I think wenzela abantu
mina senza ukuzwa
so ukuthi ungumedic ugijima ungene eground and then usefike attend umntwana ushaya ilibhore ebeleni kumbeni ulokhuzi igroin lapha usebhizi usebotoza kumpana in a public setup in our culture in our culture as black people it becomes very uncomfortable especially nxe omama ke kulabo mama ababukeleyo kompani ubuzobona umntana wakhe sebona udalo usebhizi
ku girlfriend yami usubothi
ugcina sokuthiwa hey lingahambe emabhoreni
ukuthi umama uzabatshela nje namadoda hey unjani uzanjani khona kokutshoyo but iproblem yethu
no with
the coach is different
with the coach is different
akafiki lapha engiyakhona my point is sifuna gender equality but sifuna ilama terms and conditions we're picking and choosing where we are comfortable where we want it to work where we feel like it's making us uncomfortable safuni kuyingena ayiseko right ngezindawo right we cannot pick and choose if we are going to be equal men and women can do the same jobs for equal pay full stop culture screw culture in this kind of situations move with the times if you're either moving with the times or you're staying behind
no but Italu this is a public space. I'm his girlfriend. You are
gender equality. Tata
He's actually not into girlfriend. He's my husband. I'm the player. Ngiyadlala.
Usemsebenzini.
Usekubona ubhizi. Ngisemsebenzini. Usekubona ubhizi. Okay, let me put it kube personal. Ubona umedic ubhizi ngomuntu wakho
ulimeni
emsebenzini ubhizi lapha ku groin lapha
ulimeni usebenzini angafake
ulimeni usemsebenzini but wena kule discomfort obalayo and kube sokusiba lokuthi maybe ingcendlini vele nokunye ungama situations it can even promote iGBV into semfika endlini ngale ingxe sixabeni ngonye kuyinto okuncane sixabena ukuthi ukuthi hey vele wena wantu usujora lo coach wakho khona usujora lo medic so doctor it's okay because there is a private room no one is seeing that
I understand you but I feel like ngikade ngokukhulumela la lapha usithele ukuthi ku culture and culture yethu we haven't progressed enough to accept certain things. As much as we want to be woke, we want to do these things, but practically we need to adjust.
That is why when I was praising, the technical team ga Queens.
Wethu umama lwana bemfuna ukuya khona lapho kule vacancy. Wathi ngiyaqualify mainstream British media was like ubekhocha mali kuzeni i-national team yafaz uwina mali kuza ama-championship
so the thing is askabi ready two but with the female coach going to male side or female medic going to male side
vis-a-vis
it's very easy and very comfortable as women we are not jealous like that. That's why we allow you guys even to ukuthi sibe izithembu and
culture in nature
I wouldn't feel in a type of way umedic ongumfazi ebhizi ku and but we vice versa when now you have a problem as women we are not
I think we need more time
actually it's a special edition female footballers
yes and how do they feel because there's a lot that happens
we are being academic about izinto ezinye we need to be practical and have
effect ukuthi ufake kwaba izwe ukuthi umuntu usemsebenzi that's a
inature yabo baba vele ilokukhwele that's why ukuthi umfazi ngachitha vele immediately yaxotsha khona wena unyakuthi uxolela ka20 uchitha uphinda uxolele
Yikho
ngikutshoyo
Uthi nature.
ukuthi
We need a special
inature
edition.
yethu thina we are forgiving, we are understanding.
We need a special edition for
But
this
indlela
one.
obeka
Yeah.
ngayo. Mana ngifuna
Yeah, we need a
uthelo
special-
nowathiswayo vela
we need a
Olympics.
special edition for this one.
Indoda lana.
We need a special
It's these
edition
things,
for
yeah,
this
we
one.
need to talk
about
Le, we need a special edition for sengibona ukuthi there's a whole lot of factors involved and into yankhona inkulu.
It's serious actually.
It's a
good
serious
subject.
yeah, it's a good subject. Ngicela ilokhuze buhle. Ama
Producer, diarize le into le.
Ngicela amalokhuze.
Female administrators, female footballers.
There was a thing.
We diarize. We need to come up with a situation of women in sport, women in football.
There's
Sport
a
alpha.
there was a PSL Kaslaka Premiership over the weekend.
Yeah, look, it's
Eh,
that.
ulamanda zazi.
Yes, we've got
Cross
the,
boycottana.
Van
Yeah.
over the weekend. We talked about ilokhuzen relegation battle yapana phansi
Ayo.
ukuthi kuyafio. There were games in
Greenfield won, right?
Yes,
there were
2-1.
2-1 against Pikita.
Mm.
So it's 34. 30 what?
Yeah, it's up there.
there were
Some 4
games
points ahead of each
match
Chiefs.
there were games in Saratian. ZPC Karipa drew le wange 0-0.
Is expected, yeah.
Ingezi idlwe icheck to Pirates.
Ingezi
Chayo 2-1 on
Ingezi
goal
nje
from
take it to Paris.
Last minute.
Hachiro coming all the way from national team.
Zero.
Ezohlohleli.
Ipikita
Winile.
ipikita idlwe
Hayi.
ipikita idlwe Greenfield.
Zaire.
iPlatinum won 3-0.
So kumnandi lapha.
iRentals idle Simba Bora.
Manje lapha
Lapha ezihlangene vele it was
Then
expected.
nasiyani chicken idlwe iTel 1. Yabona sesikhuluma ukuthi phansi kunzima.
Thelwane yabona ukuthi ukhuluma ngathi lokhu recruit emnandi second half. It's actually doing well.
This is Saturday.
Phansi kuyachisa. 4 games, 6 points.
Phansi kunzima.
Ku-tricky la phezulu.
Phansi
kuyachisa.
kunzima. Then kulama Sunday fixtures. Manika Diamonds idle iHighlanders 1-0.
As expected.
Imanika nyaphinda futhi.
Hayi dlule.
Imanika Diamonds idle iHighlanders 1-0.
Teza boycott and
iCaps lebula Chiefs they drew 2-2. Then iArsenal idle iDynamos 2-1.
But I think
Ilokhu kuyi-affecte kanje so. Phansi laphana hey
lokho ku-tricky.
akublind.
Iwangezi phansi.
Arsenal is still down.
Wareli dliwe by the way.
22 points. Ilandela iCheco to Pirates.
22 kadezi.
Then iWange. Then iPikita Minera. I think
Pikita nga 31.
ile 31.
I-Chiefs 30.
Chiefs 32. Then sezibalekile i35 iKaripa Greenfield. Iyada leTelwa. iTelwa siphezulu kweyada phela.
Yeah, Thelwane nanti is at 3 or 4 games.
But I feel like zene zeziphansi zene zizwe zingahamba.
I-Chiefs kumele
I-Chiefs
idlala ngeweekend kanje.
Sekafika uMarizatsi enye weekend.
Asikhathi
Iphezulu iSimba Bora idliwe. iPlatinum ivalile igame.
So 6 points.
So 6 points. 6 points zincane
In 4 games,
le 4 games.
Depending ngama-lokhuzeni,
Ngama-
ngama-opinion, ngama-position futhi abalawa in the last 4.
Mana sihle sizwe
And then Ibula Chiefs needs to beat RNL weekend.
Weekend, it's a
So
derby.
it's a derby.
Bro, not missing this one for anything.
Right.
And
Then ilokhuzeni ingezi Platinum ile Pikita Minerals. I-Check to Pirates ile Chicken.
Ngezi must win.
I-Tel1 ile Rentals. iSimba
game.
Bora ile Caps United.
Simply Caps. Nah.
iDynamos
Ewadzanayo.
hayi ewadzanayo yanti
Ah,
Isimba yawina.
But isimbona zethu ayisawini why ever since my allocation started. Is it playing into the minds of the players
Not the
No,
minds.
or the referees?
iyawina ewadzanayo.
So-
Ayiwina away.
I win
Win
away.
Istrada away iSimba. Home iyawina. Ilokhuzeni iDynamos ile FC Platinum. Iyada ile
That's a good game,
ZPC Kariba eHeart. Then iWange ile Manika Diamonds. Highlanders ile Greenfield.
Lapha Islanders has to beat Greenfield. Chiefs.
Greenfield yawathi always gives Highlanders that time.
Yeah, last time kwaba ingaki 0-0-2-2 sala sure.
Always give Highlanders that time. So we'll see
Izaslooper yeah.
how
But for Ibla Chiefs sake kumele bakhululeke ukuthi Islanders ichaye Greenfield.
Greenfield,
They
yeah.
need that and they need the results again. When
Why
Chiefs has to win
when they
everything.
need you to win
To win
against Arsenal?
Against
Arsenal.
Arsenal. But it's a derby nzima.
But Greenfield ingadliwa lapha they won't
They can
probably
afford
1 point
they can
behind.
afford even it draw or lose.
I Chiefs has to win. Either choice. Chiefs has to win.
But it derby esikhuluma ukuthi derby nzima.
But hey, it's tricky man.
So that's it for
What
kulamanye
we
ama
need
games.
to win for APF. So
Kulamanye ama
Chiefs
games
yes,
but I think ama-fixtures it will be affected, guys.
Ndaba.
Until we've got Chibuku semi-finals happening over the new weekend futhi. So ingezi le Simba
Manje bazakhuluma
Dynamos lema
bazasitshela nge-Wednesday utafa.
anibaphuza vele kulokhu, but the fixtures aphumile eChibuku.
Echibuku wasekhona.
Which means automatically akwanza ase-affecta
i-PSL.
i-PSL.
So,
So
can do they suspend the rest of the PSL?
no, they don't just suspend the rest of it.
Abadlalayo. Izidlala ziyadlala.
Ezidlala.
Lapha kuya ukususpenda ngoba kuyazise ngo-8.
So ezidlala ziyadlala. So I think ingezi Simba, Dynamos, the money they'll be affected. So i-Platinum isingavala igap iye ku-3.
Yeah, which is dangerous.
Which is
That's what they
dangerous
don't want right now.
which is dangerous for Simba.
Simba doesn't want that pressure at 3 points.
And ngabe caps yabe fresh. Then ama-fixture abazafanya nge-weekend. Midweek. I-caps yabe yabe fresh.
Yeah.
Yabona so there's a lot that can
Then
happen.
kule presidency ye-PSL.
PSL. Premier Soccer League.
Efuna ngulo Championship efuna
ekafara ejeri liyana.
lolo umhlobo unganophamsana.
Ayedi Mhlophe lo Dumisani uchairman we-FC Platinum. They are
Last time
also
Peter Dube zathwala nzima.
so interested
Ngenye efuna uku-restructure vele nale PSL.
Ekhona Peter Dube azayithatha ayetshone suspendiwe.
Kulama-controversy amaningi akhona i-PSL odiwa yenza like ungacheka owayele indaba sebe-boycott what vele we now need this structure sitsha ukuze
Ayizaba mnandi.
i-PSL ilokhuza.
So yeah,
Lo Jerry futhi.
kulo antu currently president uJerry.
Ngitshele
So
Ngabuyeli.
they are putting ama names abo forward. Umhlophe, uDumsani, Sisale, we FC Platinum. I don't know the other.
ngala ma-close akhona yini abo 5 level.
Kusela lesikhathi sakho.
Hayi they are asas.
Anyway, that was this week's show. Awazi kulokunye
Ukuyochaza.
akusayi.
Warriors angaphuma squad siyabe sinjani akula into eziningi.
Sesa okuningi sabona next week after sesikhayilela ama-fixtures la. Anyway, that was this week's show, guys. Thank you for watching. See you next time.